morning, it's Friday today and I'm going to do the SSSVEDA day 5. I missed out yesterday. I had a really busy day of crafting things. Today I thought I'd do a bit of tarot. As I mentioned in my first video, I'm going to be working the Animal Totem Tarot this month, which is a deck which Nicholas Stewart reviewed for me on my blog. So if you go to my blog page on my website, which is tarotfarm.co.uk, and you can read his review on there, which is excellent. It took me a while to get this deck ordered, and I finally got it. Last month I was working with the Wildwood Tarot, which is a deck I've had for quite a while and I wanted to really get to know, so I spent all month on that one. So now I'm coming on to the Animal Totem Tarot, which as you can see, got lots of lovely animals, all sorts. What I'm going to do with this, I'm just going to pull a card at random, have a look at it myself, just randomly say what I see in there, just use my intuition. Just to warn you, my meaning often is completely different to what the book or the deck designer actually says it means. When I do a reading, I always put in my own words, my own intuition, what I see in the card. As I say, sometimes I read the book afterwards and it says something totally different. But what I'm going to do is just pull a card, have a look at it, and then I will actually get the book, which is excellent. You can see the thickness of it. Not just a little white book, it is a huge book in itself. And I will actually read some of the official meaning from there as well. So I'll just shuffle the cards a bit. I have shuffled them well already. Obviously when you get a new deck they're all in order, which is nice and neat, but no good for readings. And if anyone would like a order reading at any time, again just go to my website, and you can also go onto Etsy. I'll just rename my shop to Tarot Creativity because of I'm going to be starting to offer craft items and things as well, so I'll just change the name on there. I am a rubbish shuffler, but it gets the job done. Right, and also to warn you, I do have fibromyalgia, as you can see by my t-shirt. I get brain fog all the time. Often my mind goes completely blank. Sometimes I can't even remember my own name. So apologies if I do literally stop speaking. If my mind goes blank, which often happens, I will just get the book and just read from there. So at least you get to know a bit about the cards. Right, the first one I got is the Nine of Wands, which is like some sort of deer or goat or something with big horns. When I read the book meaning, hopefully that will show what sort of animal exactly that is. Looking at that straight away, it's on top of a hill. It's a very proud animal. Showing that perhaps you are at the top of your game. You're looking out and looking out onto what you can do and what your future will hold. It's a very strong animal, and my mind has gone blank. Right, let's just get the book out. So Nine of Wands. Trying to work out how each book is. Sometimes they put all the major arcana first. Right, here we go. All it says, it's ram, which doesn't really help. It doesn't say exactly. Oh, we go. A ram or bighorn sheep, as they're also called, which are from Nevada. Right, so in our card we see the lone dominant male preparing himself for another season of defending his leadership. We can physically see the toll of his success, but what we can't see is his resolve to keep what he's worked so hard for. So say here in the Nine of Wands we see some of the scars you have gathered as you've made your way through the suit, but this is not the time to give up. You've worked long and hard to get where you now stand. Draw on your inner strength and brace yourself for the last lesson you'll have to endure for the time being. Which is fairly similar to what I said. They've got some journal prompts here. How do you handle obstacles and objections? What do you normally do when the going gets tough? are you good at finishing what you started? And for each card, they've also got sections: business and career, family and relationships, health and well-being, and a section for your own notes. So you could use this book as a journal, which is excellent. I also do a tarot journal myself, and I will do a video on that. And I'm also going to be creating some handmade tarot journals for people to purchase, some which will be blank, so you can fill them in as you like, and others I'll do pages for sort of each of the cards in the major arcana, etc. So basically, as I said, this card is very much about strength, about preparing for the next stage in your journey, and being strong about that. Right, so let's do another card. I will carry on for a few minutes. Feel free to talk amongst yourself. These are actually really nice cardstock as well. They're quite small cards, which is good. Some cards I find are very big and I find them hard to handle. Right, now we've got the High Priestess, which is beautiful. It's a gorgeous spider in a web with, I think that's the moon behind. Beautiful anyway, lovely colours. I just see, as I say, a spider in a web, so like she's at the centre of everything. She's sort of spinning and creating her own world, and something that a lot of people might be scared of when you think of spiders. Obviously they're very creative creatures and creating her own home, so sort of home is very important. And home is, you know, you're literally at the centre of everything for you. So let's say there's that one again, and let's find the book. There's no shame in looking through the book, especially when you've got a new deck like this, and when you've got such a beautiful book, it's lovely to see. Right, so this is actually the Black Widow, it's not just any other spider. So this small, unassuming, nocturnal creature prefers silence and solitude over the spotlight, yet in many respects the retelling of her story has become larger than her own small life. Much like the High Priestess she represents in this deck, the Black Widow has transcended the limits of man-made boundaries, labels and restrictions. She has one foot in the material world and the other in the world of the divine. She is self-sufficient, has no need for accolades. She prefers the darkness of the night and the light of the moon, which is where the moon comes in. Here in the quiet nighttime landscape she feels safe. Right, some journal prompts. Do you like being defined as a strong, capable, self-sufficient person? How often do others tell you who you should be? How do you honour the divine in you? And just the health and well-being section has caught my eye. The Black Widow creates the most amazing webs. She is first and foremost a talented artist. Every night she refines her craft by creating yet another web. She is constantly creating and refining her skills. What one skill should you be refining right now, and how will consistently practicing it assist you in achieving your health and wellness goals? So that's very apt for me at the moment. Obviously I'm doing a lot of creating and creating new products and projects and things. Alright, I think one more card before we all get too bored. Right, another quick shuffle. Oh, interesting one. I've got strength, so another card from the major arcana. And that's some sort of oxen or something, pulling a heavy card. Obviously, as soon as the word strength, so that's the important in our lives, is to be strong and to cope with a heavy burden, to cope with a heavy cart of everything. We seem to have got everything we own is in that cart. So it's like the weight of the world is on our shoulders. And as we journey through our lives, it's important that we can cope with what is thrown at us. Right, let's find that in here. As I say, just talk amongst yourself while I flick through the book trying to find the right one. It's the problem we're having such a... There we go. Right, so it is an ox. So, I'm pretty sure you've heard the phrase as strong as an ox, which originates from the fact that an ox can pull twice its body weight. But when you look at the image of the ox, what exactly do you see? One could say the image shows the brute strength of the ox pulling a heavy load, or you could say the ox shows how it could be of service to someone other than himself, by offering his natural resource, which is physical strength. So there's more to strength than just physical muscle or brute force, which I definitely agree with. There's emotional strength, mental strength, and of course courage. So just like the ox, your strength will come one step at a time. The journal prompts: what muscles do you currently need to build? How can your personal strengths help those around you? Are you throwing your weight around instead of supporting someone you love? So that's all very good. So that's the sort of thing you get in the book. You get quite a few, a lot for each card. And then, say that section didn't actually have room for notes, but the other one did. That's the back of the book. So that's the Animal Totem Tarot for today. 3 cards. So you have the 9 of Wands. Then you have the High Priestess, which I love that card. And then you had Strength. So I will do a similar video again. As I say, if anyone would like a reading, just go to my website, tarotfarm.co.uk, and you can book on there. And I will be back soon. I think the next video I'm going to be doing some stitching of some journals, so hopefully I'll be back with that soon. It may be later today, but it could be over the weekend. And enjoy the rest of your day.